What's up, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen Faith here, and as y'all see, I am in the car again. Yep, sure enough, I told y'all that's where I was likely gonna be anyway. The video I dropped ended up dropping mad late. I recorded that video pre-Thanksgiving. I was on my way to the country for Thanksgiving, and I intended to drop it round and about that day. As y'all see, it did not happen. What ended up happening was I had Thanksgiving, there with my family, and we had a great time. Like, Thanksgiving was awesome. But when I got back from Thanksgiving, everything was good. I thought everything was good anyway. Then that Saturday came, y'all, I was sick. Like, I ain't gonna say it was a sick that I ain't been before, but I was sick for several days. I ain't even gotta say it like that because I know exactly what I had. I had the flu. So that's the first time I've actually been tested and known I've had the flu. But y'all, I was tired. I slept the whole time. I threw up a little bit, but I did not eat no food, so it wasn't much of a throw up that was gonna happen. I didn't have a sore throat. I had a headache like one day. Y'all have my cruise on, so that's why y'all gonna hear my car doing what it need to do to keep at a certain speed. I had a headache. I had body aches, I suppose, because the Saturday before I realized, I'm sick, not just like, I got the sniffles. I went to the gym and I did a workout, and I'm realizing that I did some back exercises, and so I don't know if I had like actual body aches because I was sick, or if I had that because I was sore and I hadn't moved at all really since I had left the gym Saturday. So yeah, either way, I was sick. I had to take some time off work last week. Y'all ended up being down there for a good 2 weeks, and I hadn't spent that much time down there since forever. Well, since earlier in the year. So I ended up leaving and coming back up here Saturday, just relaxing and getting back into the groove of things before I started work. And all this y'all probably care nothing about, but I got up, I uploaded that video this morning, and I said, alright, so now what's the next topic? And it could be one or two things, but I think I want to ask a question. At what point do you lose yourself in a relationship? Like, I know it's easy to do because a lot of people do it. But at what point do you lose yourself in a relationship? And not only that, I feel like there's a fine line between I'm sticking with you because we're in a relationship and I love you, and I'm finna just let you, get away with whatever because I don't want to just leave you hanging. I feel like it's a fine line because you have the I'ma stick beside him, and then so how long does that phase supposed to last? I'm not even asking for a friend, I'm asking for me, because I did that. I'ma stick beside him, and this is why I ain't sticking beside nobody but Jesus. You heard me? But how long does that phase last? Is it, you got a month? Is it, no, you got 6 months? Do you have a year? At what point do you say you have not been fulfilling my needs, and now I am going to leave you, and I don't care what you're going through? Y'all let me know in the comments. because I would like to know. I'd like to know where that point is for men. I'd like to know where that point is for the rest of the women out here. And for those of you who don't have a point, tell me why you don't have a point. And please don't come across in the comments as if you expect somebody to stick beside you forever because you don't want to get your stuff together. We hate that. Y'all, my camera wobbling bad. I'm on this country road. But we hate somebody who say, no, you love somebody, you love them forever, and it's regardless of what they go through, you're supposed to just stick with them. That's not love, okay? That ain't love. So y'all tell me, where is y'all's point? And people have different views and standards on relationships, so I'm not even gonna put no stipulations out there as far as specifics. But when your needs are not being met emotionally, when people know what your love languages are and they're intentionally ignoring them, when your needs are not being met financially, when people start to change and be who they really are, at what point do you throw the towel in? After what period? Or is it a period of time? If it's a certain thing, or if it's a period of time, then, you know, just drop that in the comments, because I want to know. Yeah, I ain't gonna go into the who do it, because I feel like it's too much of fighting amongst men and women about who does this more, and why men do this to women, and why do women do this to men. Because if we all gonna be real, it's probably everybody who has a person who treated them so bad to them, and they feel like, oh, this is my villain story because they did this to me, and how dare they treat me this way. I feel like there are a lot of men who treat women wrong. There are a lot of women who treat men wrong, and that's overall is because people are just bad people in general. It ain't got nothing to do with their gender. It has everything to do with their character, and so they were never going to treat anyone right. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what y'all think. For me, because a lot of people don't feel this way, for me, I don't feel like love treats you a certain type of way. And I'm gonna say this because I have been less on YouTube and more on TikTok. If you do enough scrolling on TikTok and actually listening, and you don't protect your peace and actually control what you're looking at, you'll leave off TikTok upset, because there are so many people who are relationship gurus who sitting here trying to tell you, know, this what a relationship supposed to look like, this what a relationship supposed to look like, and ain't none of them experts. Half of them don't be in healthy relationships, and don't none of them be married and happily married for a period of time. They think that they basically believe in creating some sort of toxicity, because, you know, they feel like every relationship gotta go through stuff. And I understand when you're in relationship, people, you go through stuff, but y'all create stuff, because going through should not have anything to do with infidelity. Going through shouldn't have to do with domestic violence. Going through shit, like, certain stuff is just basics. That's not a going through. That's a get out, okay? Because that person don't love you. And the last thing I'm going to say is, I challenge all y'all, men folk, women folk, to set a standard and stick to your standard. If society agrees with your standard, or if society does not agree with your standard, if you want your woman to look a certain way and act a certain way, please keep that your standard and only go for those women. Don't get a different woman and try to turn her into that woman, but only go for those women. Just like for women, if you want a man of certain caliber and you want him to do this, that, and the third, go for that type of dude. Like, don't get a different type of person and try to change them into something else, because then you're gonna be upset. But definitely, I'm challenging y'all to create a standard and be willing to uphold yourself to a certain standard too, so that you actually qualify for these people. But create a standard and stick with it. Don't let somebody change who you are and who you want. Like I said, don't forget to drop down your thoughts into the comments and let me know. And yeah, I'll get y'all another video here soon.